So I want to talk about why now is probably one of the best times to actually get into serviced accommodation. Now you might think that coming out of the back of a pandemic, when travel restrictions have been in place for so long, international travel has stopped, that it actually is probably the worst time. But actually one thing people don't realize is that a lot of the competitors have actually left the market. So there's far fewer properties to compete with. On top of that, there's a serious amount of pent up demand of people wanting to travel and stay in places. And actually overall, we're seeing this year in particular, much more demand than we saw last year. So in May, we did much better numbers than we did in last August, whenever restrictions were first relaxed after the first lockdown. So now really is the time to either get a property live if you already have a property, or to look at purchasing a property, get it renovated and get it live as soon as possible to capture some of the remaining demand of 2021, but really to capitalize and hit the ground running in 2022 when international travel is expected to return. Now, people might be worried about what happens if the pandemic jumps back up again, what happens if travel restrictions come back in, is there a big enough market for guests to come and stay? Now, we know from 2020 and also from this year, 2021, that the staycations are a real thing. There is huge demand. If people can't travel abroad, they will travel and stay in their own country. And we're seeing it already. Also, whenever travel restrictions are relaxed, we know there is a serious amount of pent up demand of people who want to travel, who want to come and see Ireland and Belfast, and that can only be a good thing for us. And there are also far fewer serviced apartment operators post-pandemic compared to before. Many of them during the first lockdown switched to long-term lets, and they now have tenants in there, and it's going to be very difficult for them to get those tenants out and to get their property back on the market for guests. It also appears that there's real good opportunities for serviced apartments post-pandemic, as many guests, it appears like they prefer apartments over the likes of hotel rooms. They maybe feel a bit safer in there. They like the fact that they have their own front door, their own kitchen, their own cleaning supplies. They don't have to go out and eat in a hotel bar, go into a hotel lift, meet people on check-in. So there are real benefits of serviced apartments and real opportunities for us after the pandemic is over, and people's preferences that they may still prefer to stay in an apartment. So now really is the time to get into serviced accommodation in Belfast. It's an opportunity to get in at 2012 levels of supply of apartments, but with an absolute tidal wave of pent up demand of people who are just dying to get here. So at Central Belfast Apartments, we're the best serviced accommodation management company in the country. We offer a completely hassle-free service to our clients. We take care of absolutely everything and charge a commission of 20% plus VAT. If you want to hear some more, go to our website, belfastairbnbmanagement.co.uk. Take our scorecard, see how well suited your property would be for serviced accommodation. You can drop me an email, dave@centralbelfastapartments.com. Contact me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, any of those. Let's have a chat and let's see if we can get your property on the serviced accommodation market. Thank you.